Hey everyone, welcome to WWE Slam Talk. I'm WWE Fan 1993, and you are listening to the news in WWE. We are all about what's happening in WWE. This is your basic weekly update of what's going on in the wrestling business right now. We're going to be going over NXT Great American Bash 2020 tomorrow night, this Wednesday. It's going to be a great supercard. It's going to be going head-to-head against AEW's Fyter Fest. However, it's going to be a great card, and I already have my prediction video out there. Check that out as well. Also, we're going to be talking about some rumors. There's a lot of stuff going on in the professional wrestling business right now, and we are going to go over all of it. We're also going to have a segment called This Day in the History of WWE. We're going to be going over important moments that happened in WWE history. This is June 20, it's June 30th, 2020. I'm WWE Fan 1993. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell to stay notified when new content comes out. June 30th, 2020. This is Slam Talk, Episode 1. So it is a pretty rainy afternoon here in Connecticut. It's pretty dark out. As you can notice, I kind of had to shave my hair because it was acting a little crazy. I don't know if I did a great job. Not too good, to be honest. But I had to. With everything going on, I can't go to a barber, so I had to shave myself. I kind of look like Molly Holly back in 2004 when Victoria shaved her head. Perfect. Or Kurt Angle. So, welcome to Slam Talk. This is going to be your destination for WWE news. We're going to be going over rumors, everything important, things that I think are interesting for you to check out. This is going to be your hub for all things WWE. And I want to start with our first show today by thanking you for checking us out. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be it's going to be fun. Check me out. We're going to be doing some crazy stuff. So first, let's talk about last night's edition of Raw. Basically, it was a Raw full of combustible elements. We started with a fight between Sasha, Asuka, and Bayley, and it was... At first, we were like, did we miss something? Because it came on really fast and they were already in the ring and they were fighting. Now, we knew there was a double contract signing that was supposed to take place, but I guess this was the way creative wanted us to see Raw this week, to open it up kind of in a very hostile, in-your-face manner, which, you know, it was acceptable. It was different, so I'm okay with that. As far as the whole show, it wasn't terrible. The standouts to me was Peyton Royce and Ruby Riott. I thought they had a great match. And Peyton's new finisher, I thought was really cool, that spinning brain buster. Also, another standout was the mixed tag match, obviously. I like Drew and Asuka teaming together. And Sasha Banks and Dolph Ziggler both had that same attitude of being better than everyone else. So I thought that was a very good tag team combination. I think this is a great episode to lead into Extreme Rules being known as the horror show. It's going to be a great card. Let's talk about Extreme Rules for a little bit. So, Extreme Rules, you're going to see the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre defend his title against Dolph Ziggler. Now, McIntyre said last night's Raw that Dolph Ziggler can choose any stipulation that he wants. So, this match is definitely going to fall into the category of horror show in some way, shape, or form. We also saw the contract signing, the WWE Raw Women's Champion Asuka defending her title against the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, one half of them, the Boss Sasha Banks, and of course the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley will not be too far behind Sasha Banks. Also, you're going to see the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley in action as well, defending her title against Nikki Cross. That match will be crazy. Also, Braun Strowman would be defending his Universal title against Bray Wyatt in a Wyatt Family Swamp match. So that match will also fit into that category of being extreme. So this pay-per-view is shaping up to be a pretty good show. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Lately, the pay-per-views have been not terrible, but also not great. So I'm just looking forward to see what they're going to do to make it a good show. But as far as Raw goes, I like the main event. I like the tag match between Humberto Carrillo and Aleister Black against Seth Rollins and Murphy. I thought they had great chemistry. I enjoy the Angel Garza and Andrade with Zelina Vega match against the Viking Raiders. So it was a pretty decent Raw. I also like the backstage segment where Lana comes up to Ruby Riott and says, we need someone like Natalya for the women's division. When she was going over all of Natalya's accolades, I truly did not realize how much history Natalya has in this business. She's done a lot, and I think she gets sort of overlooked a lot of the times, but she's really great. I love Natalya. But this week's Raw, I'm going to give a 7.5. It was okay, but it could be a lot better, and I think they will make it better as time comes along. Next, Great American Bash 2020. I put out my prediction video. I'm just going to go over quick. You're going to see the NXT Championship on the line and the NXT North American Championship on the line in a winner-take-all match. Adam Cole defending his title against Keith Lee. That's the main event. So I think it's going to be a great card. I hope they kind of do a cool set. We don't know if they're going to do that or not. Check out my prediction video to see my thoughts on NXT Great American Bash. It's pretty good. We'll see how it turns out. The card looks pretty stacked, so we'll see. It's going to be 2 weeks worth of the Great American Bash, though, so you're going to get it this week and then next week as well. And they also just informed us that there's going to be less commercial breaks this time around, so it's going to feel like an actual kind of pay-per-view event, which I'm excited for. So let's go over this day in history of WWE, June 30th. Let's go over some of the important events that took place. So in 2003, Hulk Hogan went on the Bubba Love Sponge Show, and he basically announced that his Mr. America character is on hiatus, and he was done with WWE due to creative differences. So Mr. America was a famous character. Obviously, it was Hulk Hogan. He wore a mask, and people, he played it up like he wasn't Hulk Hogan. And eventually, he took off his mask and showed the world it was him, and he was written off. I remember being little and seeing it and thinking that was a whole silly gimmick. But yeah, I didn't realize this happened on June 30th, but he did say he was done with WWE. Another important event that happened on June 30th was WWE Raw. Gail Kim, she debuted and won her first women's championship in a battle royal match. This is very different. This is the first time thing when you have a new competitor winning the women's title right away in her debut match. So Gail Kim showed everything she can do, and Gail Kim is in the TNA Hall of Fame. She's a great athlete, and yeah, she appeared in 2003. Also, in 2009, CM Punk cashed in his Money in the Bank contract, and he defeated Edge to become the World Heavyweight Champion. That was a huge moment. The crowd went crazy, and it was a great, great moment. Also, Sheamus debuted. Sorry about that. This day. The powerhouse ever since then. In 2014 on this day, this is sort of historical for me. I actually was at this event. AJ Lee came back. She came to Hartford, Connecticut, and she came back after being away for a while, and she defeated Paige, winning the WWE Divas Championship. Also on that same show, The Miz came back, but he was greeted by Chris Jericho, who also returned that night. Not every returned. It was a great show. I had a lot of fun, and yeah, that was 2014. And last in this day, I want to give a special happy birthday to Terry Funk and Cody Rhodes. It is their birthday, born June 30th. Happy birthday. I hope you guys have a great day. Cody Rhodes is set for a big show tomorrow night at Fyter Fest. He's defending his championship against Jake Hager, so that will be a great match. Terry Funk, known as the Hardcore Legend, Hardcore Icon, happy birthday to him. Now we're just going to do a quick wrap-up of rumors. There's been a lot of information with sexual harassment going on, and I want to handle this appropriately. There's been a lot of wrestlers stepping down, speaking up, talking about sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is not something to joke about, and I am glad to see the superstars speaking out against it. Also, there's rumor about Matt Riddle. He is not really happy backstage on SmackDown so far as what's being told. However, this is just rumor and probably not even true, but this is our rumor portion of the show. It's going to be a great show tomorrow night at the Great American Bash. AEW Fyter Fest will also be pretty good too. I will be watching that and posting a recap as well. Tune into the NXT Great American Bash recap, which will come out on Friday, and look for the Monday Night Raw recap, which will come out tomorrow afternoon. Thank you for tuning into our short show today. I appreciate all that you do. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever new stuff comes out. Also, I'll be posting the podcast version of this. You could download the MP3 version of this show. Thank you for checking us out, and I will be back. Slam Talk. Thank you for checking us out. Check out NXT Great American Bash. Check out my videos, subscribe, and I will see you all soon. So there's rumor about Matt Riddle. He is not really happy backstage on SmackDown so far as what's being told. However, this is just rumor. Everyone.